fancy intro that I don't have yet. Hi, welcome. If you are here of late, you are probably just me streaming. The first stuff I kind of put on this channel since I officially started using it was actually an LP. I wanted to do another LP. I've been meaning to play Stanley Parable. I thought about streaming it, but when I was doing testing of it for a setup, I realized there's a ton of narration in this, and I don't want to, I don't know, it just seemed like juggling narration with juggling a chat. Just was not a thing I wanted to do, so I thought I'd do another LP series. I've played, this is technically a blind run, but I've played it a little bit. I've played through the beginning a few times, mostly just in the process of doing test stuff. So when I get to the point where I don't really know what's going on anymore, I'll let you know. Actually, from what little I know, you never know what's going on in this game. But that said, it's also possible we can just hit a different branch, because I'll probably play things a little bit differently. I'm already loving it. Just even from the menu, I like the kind of meta-ness with this mouse, as you can kind of see there, with like the classic mouse. You can't really tell, but even when it shows up on my bar, it's just showing up as like an exe file or whatever. I just think it's pretty funny. Right now, I'm planning on keeping my face up. I might change my mind about that eventually, so let me know what you think on that one. But with that, let us begin the game. Never the end is never the end is never the end. Noted.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I'm going to assume Stanley is the
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee
Disney Channel
number
cartoon, and he grew up to work in an office.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
This feels very
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Interesting.
And Stanley was happy.
All right.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Okay.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Oh no.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I don't have feet, oh no! First, that's problem number one right there, is I don't have feet. What I do remember from this game is the field of view bubble is very disorienting to me. So what little I know about this game is it's going to end up being very meta, and it's going to be a lot about like the nature of what it means to play video games. But I've intentionally not learned more about it. So we are 427, as we learned. We can hover, as I don't have any kind of walking motion, which I also find interesting. We can't jump. I've tried that. I don't think we can crouch either, because I want to see what that says. I think it says I hate Mondays. Let's investigate a little, shall we? Trying to see what that says. It doesn't let me zoom in. That's a phone, kids, if you don't know what a phone is. Okay, so it's going on 11 o'clock, which is interesting, because it said I've been only here for an hour, but I guess it took that long for me to regain my wits. We've got cubicle 429. That's empty. They got a nice piece of artwork in there. 428 doesn't get a window, because he sucks.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Wait, oh, this is different. Holy crap. When I did my test video, this didn't happen. So, did I miss it last time? Or does the game play differently every time you do it? Is there like an RNG element to this? Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I forgot how this starts. That's my office. It's 427. I'm so confused already. Who farted? That's exactly what I want on a mug. What does this guy even do? 432? He just sharpens pencils all day? Someone does not know how to use a printer. I think these two are in love. That's just my guess. Something's up on that screen. I can't read it. You have 2 mugs. Oh, because one stores your pencil. I like... You like something just like your boss. Alright, that's cool. 437. Alright, let's jet on down here. See, and I can't really do anything but walk around. I can't seem to jump. I can't interact. I can't click on anything. I'm literally just wandering around. That's odd. That's a cinder block. I'm literally just waiting for the narration to tell me what to do. It's literally the point of the whole game. It's very intriguing. 420. Still the same time. Okay. Kind of want to keep an eye on that. I think it's still the same time. Yes. I've seen that painting in a couple different rooms. This appears to be under construction. See, this is already different because the last time I played, it told me if I should go to the... It told me I should go to the meeting room. Or maybe I just haven't hit that yet.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
F you.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
That's super what I want to do, narrator. I'm all about that. That admiring the break room. I like how the light is shining like from there. Doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? I really like this. It's just I feel like I'm gliding.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Yep.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Nope.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
This one? You want me to take that one? Or I could not. Sucker.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Yep. Do not die. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. F. I can't get through this door because I'm talented. There we go. Key card? I don't have a key card. Can I go up these boxes? Nope. Nope. What does this say? Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. It will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift is 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the lift is 5,000, but you're dead.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I really wanted to jump off.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her? Is it Gladys? You know I gotta try it.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do,
that's how I feel.
Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
That's exactly what I did.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
This is pretty great. This is pretty great, I'm not gonna lie. I can see this... Oh, and we're right back to the beginning. I don't think there's a save mechanic. Oh, there is a save mechanic. Oh, for a second I was like, you can't save it. Okay, yep, and there's my save. Okay, but I don't know how to load it. That's odd. Okay.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it.
Wait, what?
If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
What? Okay, so does this game just repeat forever? Like, is it remembering all the time, like the time I played to do my test recording? Because it's been different every time now. That's freaking me out a little bit. Like, is there no way I can, like, can I, like, delete the game and reload it and it goes back to 0? Like, is there a way to start this completely fresh? What is going on? I mean, look, if someone's following me, I'm never gonna see it. I think this is just the game's way of effing with me. Still the same time. And see, it's not telling me anything. That's what I was saying too, is like the first time I played it, I heard about the meeting room much sooner, and I don't think I did in this playthrough. This is confusing the heck out of me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by
I want to
the
go to where it
employee
was
lounge
before and
first,
not
just
jump,
to admire it.
basically.
Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
It's pretty amazing. Have
Thank
you seen
goodness
this mug?
Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Oh, man. Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took
That
the
door
first
super
open
opened on
door
its
his
own.
left.
Screw you, door!
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Let's get back on this
Look,
thing.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
We've really gotten off on
I'm
our own
not
foot.
your enemy, really, I'm
Throw it
not.
over there.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
I got it.
Someone you've
Crisis
forgotten
averted.
about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm
I
asking
don't know
for
who
her.
her is. Is it Shelob? I'm trying to think of, like, famous hers.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
What does that mean?
She's been waiting.
What the F does that mean? Okay, door's closed behind me. Dark room. Dark room's cool. Holy
That's
F.
her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Okay. I'll pick it up. I want to talk to her. White screen. 427.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Ah!
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
I see
Come
a lot of
inside.
something.
Let me show you what's really going on here.
All right, I'm going to call this episode here. And in the next one, we will meet the wife, I guess, but our not wife. Thank you for watching. If you found this channel, that's super legit cool of you. This is actually my side channel. Highly recommend you check out youtube.com/the Star Wars Refuge if you like Star Wars, because that's really my main gig. I also stream here sometimes if you just want to keep it here. You can follow me on the Twitter at YodaBauer, the same name as the channel, or at Port Haven Forums, which is also related to my Star Wars site. But I will catch you next time.